He's all in. He actually doesn't care about this match at all. He's only looking to try and make sure his team gets the skin.
Okay, we've got BBL on defense, we've got Pacific on attack. And dude, I'm kind of excited to see what they got.
So there you go.
Pickles Penguin, thank you for the 15 months, man. Thank you for doing that, dude. What the hell? It's a fast kill.
Of the Yoru Melee. I think it's nasty on
push down, insta-pick.
Showed exactly how it can be utilized. And,
on the pistols at the moment, 1-1. Show pressure aggro over towards B. 3 pass in middle. Ah, man, they were so ready for the walk mid. Damn, nice pistol from him, bro.
Cupert's left alone. A 1 versus 5. And again, you know, you think back to that last map, it was a very, very strong start for BBL. Although they slowed down in the end. No, well, I would say more so that Pacific warmed up. They were
Adina, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 20 months. Thank you for doing that. In an ideal world, you kind of just let the Yoru go for this. Yeah, very nice.
He's being swarmed the entire time. Solid start for BBL. More important.
4 away from a Yoru already. It is defense, but it's still nice ult.
As said, like this guy getting the Yoru ult early is always going to be terrifying, but he is straight in.
Dude, lovely calling on this one though, to go back over towards mid.
If they get off, this thing, if they get off to the same start as they did on the last map, it's probably going to end the same way. Eventually, they'll have something to get them over the line. And I'd be more worried, if anything, because I think that this comp is so good at getting you in on the attack side that I eventually believe they'll win it out in the post plan.
Well, for Pacific, it's down to those classics. You got Ninja coming in, Sheriff in hand, but the rest very much underarmed. Lover's Rock inside a smoke with an outlaw. The hip fire gets him 1, I believe, and he's straight on out of there.
I mean, he got out of that.
It's a risk.
Took 2 body shots, I think.
That's clearly paid off this time around.
Well, the interesting thing as well, going into the comp on the other side, is we already saw it early. Obviously, it was only Cupid left alive. But the composition that's being run from Pacific is actually a bit worrying for one reason alone. And
I mean,
we saw in the
they're
defense
always
how aggressive BBL were willing to be. You
they're always losing fast pistol, I guess, twice now.
You don't have any utility.
It's if we see the same thing if they lose the bonus. That's when it's really rough.
You don't have to worry about this. And so they're going to have a lot of global control across the map to consistently keep an eye on everything. They do have the double initiator for that, but that kind of has fallen out of fashion at least a little bit recently, and we'll see if that bites them. It's always also going to put an awful lot of pressure.
Or 1 away.
To get them info
pretty nice for BBL, man.
Yes,
must be loving this.
That was an in-zone flawless. That's why I talked through it, because it was so ridiculously clean.
Yeah, as it should have been, I suppose, from the very get-go. So very nice stuff for BBL. A convincing second round. Tagged onto a strong pistol.
Yeah, he's 1 off ult, by the way.
And Lover's Rock 1 away indeed. That could make it much easier to get back into a side play in those retakes, if they even need that.
Straight up A hit. I mean, they got a pretty good spam A comp, I would imagine.
I just want to see the bite. This squad needs to do damage. The BBL will be off to another flying
Maybe the no scan makes it a little hard. Yeah, I mean, that's the corner that the scan is normally clearing.
Just he was on the other side. But that's the problem. We're seeing that individual brilliance from LaRock, but this time he actually has something to get him out. Dash nowadays kind of sucks on Jim.
Kind of ready for this though. They played one top of sight. They knew that either the Waylay or the Omen was going to go for it. Another pistol into a bonus. This looked real convincing. Real convincing. Yeah, they didn't want to use their drone early and they just got wrecked by the aggro.
Yeah, this is more dominant than last time, and well, this time Rose hasn't really had to do anything.
Yeah, the usual suspects. 8-0 start from Lover's Rock. Couldn't even believe my eyes looking down at that.
Wait, did he even get the kill in that round? No, he did. He got 1.
Yeah, he got a last one through.
He got everything.
Yeah, at this point, for Pacific, it's a bit of a stinker.
That was a buy round, by the way. Just in case.
Really
That's such a convincing buy
round.
Was
that just classics again? No. They do classics twice in a row.
Now they're on the classics. Now they're on the Sheriff. And now they should be on a 4-0 deficit. For Pacific, it's all about the next one. We're doing some damage here, but the economy, it's to be honest, actually at this point, you need that damage. The economy's getting out of control.
Nice shots, man.
For BBL, the confidence is there.
Nice shots.
LaRock has taken 4. I mean, it's only the pistols, but
yeah, very nice.
I wanted some damage.
Kind of like this as well. Not messing around with giving him an ace. Just he's already got his ult. Let me just get the kill. You should be playing, but
they didn't take damage.
I mean, their money's incredible.
So in the last one, there was a few players dying here and there in these rounds. So although it was dominant, it wasn't quite like this. Yeah, LaRock, just in case you're also wondering, Lovers Rock and LaRock both have their ultimates for this round.
They have 2 deaths on the
2
entire
kills.
team,
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 kills, and they're up against ults that combo well for a retake if they want to. Retake over towards B, heavier stack over towards A.
They got their ults.
Pacific's map pick, guys. It's gonna
Can you drone mid like this without smoking either side? I'm not sure you can get away with that. Because now how do you create pressure over towards middle?
We need a miracle formula. The 5th round being sought after by BBL, an op in the hands of Lovers Rock. And look, here's my other issue. They're playing so passive here. This is where BBL in the previous map were like, all right, let's start just swinging, let's get aggressive, let's take fights. But now, Lovers Rock has the opportunity with the op, and everyone else is sitting back, letting Pacific make mistakes. Letting them run that clock down.
Where the cam is. There you go. You found it. It's deep.
Well, they picked the right site though. This is the site that they want to retake on. We just have to see what the combo's like.
It doesn't want to give anything over, but it might start
See what the combo's like, but they're also taking a little late. They push back over towards A, clear the pressure, and then now might have 4 on site with trips.
Because of the deep control that LaRock has already taken, maybe a little bit wary of middle. And he has himself that convergence path available to just basically stop their whole push in its tracks.
Loida down to start
20 seconds.
Making some headway here for
Dude,
Pacific.
7's doing everything here. Still a hard round, man. 15 seconds, 2 on site. They know they're both here. The knife hit. Very nice, bro. Look at this guy go.
Every single player dropped by 7. He's got 4 under his belt as LaRock moves to the smoke. Cupid, it's a big risk to walk through here. 3v1. You should win the round off time alone, running that clock down, but everyone's taking their individual fights.
7. I mean, he did so good here. He got double entry, and the knife hits both on site, so they knew about the stack.
The stun doesn't land on the players in the corner. The shot to start
very nice, dude. Very nice.
Head. Ace denied, but the round won't be. Pacific finally on the board.
Yeah, he was great in the last map as well, but you can definitely see some of the individual brilliance he's bringing from this squad. Crispy aim to get them their first round, basically just trading off of everybody else, making sure that he swings in time. That will be their first round onto the board, but we have to see whether or not that's the start of something or just a blip, because more important,
some money like
had a great first map.
She worked out pretty well. Only 2 dying. These two are pretty good money.
The solo duelist, it's not a 1-2 punch. He basically has to dive in.
Okay, this is what I wanted to see smokes before this drone over towards middle.
If it comes to it, die to get the information to the team.
Yeah, smoke over towards mid. Anyway, nothing here. Did they hit the?
Straight into that angle. It was
did they hit the Sova with the knife so we couldn't drone her? Oh, this is great. Dude, I love the KO flash into the jump over it, man. It's so strong.
It's 7 on those entries. A few good rounds from him, and it's giving hope to Pacific.
Oh, that's a doable res, man.
Trying to steal that hope away. 7 not out of the round yet. He's on his knees, but he's right back into the fight. Pacific will find themselves a post plant. 5v4. Hold on. BBL are getting ahead of it. Ult's already sent through. In comes convergence path. Rose
oh, that molly would have.
It's chaos. And BBL thriving inside it. Ninja started without a weapon, but recovers one and puts the numbers back even.
The operator still just holding the
damn, dude, nice shots, man. Holy.
VALORANT is 3rd of the round, and as said, he was yet to get himself
they got some aimers
before this, but now is there to close it here. Solid stuff. And I really love the sort of layers of utility we saw there from Pacific. The sort of opening flash to get them that battle, the fallback, then the paranoia was sent into
VALORANT. Yeah, I was interested to see if he was going to be nervous, to be honest. He's been playing from the beginning.
But the attempted retake was also really
so he's been waiting for his chance for like maybe 5 years now.
Just VALORANT
so I was worried he was gonna be nervous. Bro's fragging heavy.
And surprisingly, it's going to be an early timeout. I don't think there's been any major warning signs just yet for BBL, but they want to get ahead of it this time.
I said 7 was like the standout for me, and I think that's where he finished like 20 and 15, something like that. Like he was definitely putting in a lot of work, but I think VALORANT had some really high peaks.
His second half was insane.
Yeah, like he won them a lot of big rounds, bailed them out of bad situations as well. And here we see, I think That was a 3K, right? So
Yeah.
those were his only kills so far. He got on the board in spectacular fashion.
VALORANT in the post plant was by far their best player. Like, the second the spike was down, the problem is, in these first 4 rounds, they didn't even get close to get the spike down.
Yeah,
so
I mean, VALORANT and Ninja both got really
You
important
have,
kills.
in my opinion, one of the best Sentinels from
Then
the
obviously the
tier 2
end
for a
was
long,
just
long time.
real nice.
So it's not
What's the money like? It's a good time up before they have to
He's
eco.
basically just doing a sight hold as he normally would. So the second
This would be a drop no matter what.
I have full belief he's going to pop off. It's just when they're losing the early fights, as they were for the first 4 rounds.
Liquid do better than they
what's
did
your
last year.
pretty
I
good?
think they did pretty good last year with their roster.
Exactly.
I would never
To get him in a
just
position,
instantly
set
say
him up
no
to
to that,
succeed.
just purely because
Specific
the coaches are really good.
rifles
And Nuts
out,
is a good
and
IGL.
fight on mid being
But in
sought
theory,
out.
they have a
Rock is
roster
waiting,
downgrade.
his gate crash, not even halfway gone. He's got so much time to play with.
But their
Drone
coaches
will
are
be broken, he
proven.
knows now.
Nuts is really good, man.
Blood in the water. The reposition up top, it's dangerous. It's good to find one. And he's pushed them all back out of middle.
They're doing a pretty good job
For a
at middle
fact,
at the
and the
moment.
gate
They
crash
had that one
make it.
round where they like droned
Great work by
early,
Cena.
didn't smoke. That was like pretty crap.
Skill on the board, but
Ever since then, it's got a lot better at mid.
with their climb back already beginning, it's not a bad position.
Drone
to be in.
fake over
Obviously,
towards
the
A.
credits
Does
that
it
were
pull
there for
any
BBL,
rotate?
They're not really in any
Do
trouble.
they
even now.
can
The
like? Did they
operator
cancel
can
this?
for
The drone just
drop.
spotted everything. Like the drones cleared all of
That's who
this.
they'd be walking into if they were to head towards this B site. The A site left a little bit more open, and it seems like there's going to be an attempt to try find the gap. Ninja walks
Omenal
up
goes
and
over
covers
towards
Rock
heaven,
because
yeah,
of
and they
that
realized that
TP.
they kind of worked out it was a free site, so they had to try push and catch him there.
Loiter will survive for now. Now
Good
they
calling
head
on this one,
back
that's nice.
In that direction.
Still,
Loiter might
25
be able to
seconds,
catch
kind of
him.
worried
Timing
a
is
little
the
bit, especially if they
absolute
get this
everybody's
kill.
waiting for the fight, but
Now he
he
can
looks
heavy
to
hold
delay
that
it.
choke.
25 seconds
Grim
left,
ult,
they
but the
want to
TP's
try and
great.
get into this site. Loiter under serious pressure, but
Omen
he
flash
dodged
goes
the
in,
knife.
so they know he's back
Can
to
use
sight.
the paranoia to slow them down, allow for a rotation. He's done excellent work, but it's not enough. 7
Yeah,
once
this is a nice
again,
round from them, I like that.
with a high impact triple. And Pacific, well, the calls were good, but it did nearly fall apart if it wasn't for that multi-frag.
Yeah, I mean, but it still worked out pretty well. The
Again, he's
Brim
been
or
so
Omen flash
reliable
was
in
a
Pacific.
great
They
reaction.
got these 2 players putting in the legwork in those big moments. Set up well by CNET to start out, as I said. Getting
Dude,
spot on mid,
this kid's crazy,
moving
isn't he?
up top stairs and fragging from there. Sending all that mid control back into the hands of Pacific, and from there, they get to strike into that A site, but this would not have been an easy round. We're up for 7. 4-3 on the scoreboard. Pacific climb back very early
Eco
on.
rounds? Well,
Despite
I mean, I
more
say eco, it's a good low buy.
dominance that we've seen from BBL. Pacific, they've recovered early, and 7 again is able to pull them back in. Very nicely done.
Yeah, I thought LaRocca's managed to escape that one, but
You'd seen it's having a rough time, man.
I think he just placed his refract a little bit too far forward, and because of that, they were able to get him with the spam. This is a full rotation. Obviously, for BBL, this is a bit of a weak buy, so the gambles are going to be a lot heavier. The B site, all that's left is the utility of Kraven, and still a wide net being thrown out. That's the only thing with these sort of heavy fakes, that if BBL were to just stick to their guns, they might be able to hold on to this. But now the cam's been shot, this is the thing. It is just potentially another ruse. They don't know if their opponents are just committing directly into that site, and then they're seeing utility thrown in on A, so they stick to where they're going. But it is just a fake.
Looks pretty good on this one.
Eventually, the B site
Don't
will
know
be
what
where
they had in
walk
terms of the read,
And
but
I don't
they
think
were
they're
on
gonna know
it. Maybe he
until
made a
the
fake
trip
footstep
wire
to
is
just
shot.
keep
That'll
him
be the
involved. I
moment
don't know.
that they figure out that they're on the wrong side.
Okay. This is nice though. He got all over towards the right knife that checks all of sight because of the ult. They have to push over towards sight. That's smart.
The rush over from BBL. And the Bucky, not going to be the most useful. Hunter's Fury available. Again, normally I would say they're not going to use it. I know how Rose likes to throw them
He
in
didn't
for
Omen
retake.
flash that? Oh, okay.
You would think they
Whoa,
needed
whoa,
more,
whoa.
and that was almost it.
Oh, you're in
7
trouble, mate.
On 77 HP as he runs for the hills. Lover's
They
Rock
might be in
drops
trouble
him.
now with this one.
Hunter's Fury now in the back of your mind, and it's going to
Good
be
shot.
popped here and now. VALORANT strikes just in time, though. And when Lover's
Dude,
Rock
this
down,
Omen,
it's only
this
Cleven
Sova
to
ult is
follow
really
up
bad, bro.
on this furious Hunter's bow.
Yeah, dude, I think he had the
Just in the
flashbacks
land
of
for
Breeze.
BBL.
Hit the flashbacks a breeze, but just as like a tip for Sova players, you never want to ult like close range. You're just gonna miss. It's the easiest thing to dodge. Further you are back, the harder it is to dodge. Look how easy that is for him to dodge. It's also an up angle down lower. Can't get much worse than that.
If you're BBL, that you're going into effect, you think that you've gambled correctly, and Pacific are now on the other side of the map. It's smart stuff. Here goes those aggressive swings once again. Oh, I thought for a second he was going to lose his TP, and then he would have just
same X as we saw before. This time, this time. Oh wait, he cancelled it. I'm not just seeing that needs to cancel that from what went on there. Who needs his POV? I thought he was in clear.
This could pull them back in. He could be the one to breathe life back into.
Bro, someone help this guy out. Someone help this guy out. He's solo on site.
The A site now under threat as the spike wraps up from middle. This is ludicrous. CNET's got the spike.
Really nice. Dude, I'm like, yeah, but this is all doable because of 7, man, and he's just solo owned it over towards the site, and then backup planner going over towards B means he can actually get a perfect lurk on.
Unfortunate. All the sneakiness of this round has dissipated, and he's definitely been the man to have a rough time so far in this game. Looking for Ninja, might just get that one, but while 4 HP and 2 to find, the rest are already scurrying away back to the site. They don't need to fight this, they don't need to risk it. Maybe if they knew how low he was, they would.
Very nice on this one, bro. 7 is wrecking them.
I don't think that was the plan from the get-go. If your plan was for the spike to lurk through mid, then Cupid, we need to have words. I think then you've lost the plot, but the fact that in the moment they were able to just create magic.
You see me! Yo, you see me! KO lurking!
KO lurking inside the smoke on that A site. On a pedestal, and for good reason. He shoots down on the 5 on the board.
He's now joined Lovers Rock and LaRock.
Yeah.
Like from the start of the game where it was like 8-0, 7-2, something like that. This has been a massive turnaround.
Goes in, hits 1.
5 in a row.
Knife hits, you insta ult over towards site. Oh, they ate.
Ult-wise,
always pretty good. At the moment, it's just ult hits over towards B, no ults, just hit A.
Primed and ready to pounce this.
Oh, Azzy allowed. He's allowed to live there. Dude, how's everyone surviving this round?
Who ends up with 2 and Lovers Rock. He's all alone now. The man looking for a flank a little bit earlier on. He's TP'd over. He's with his buddy. Well, he's with his buddy's corpses. And he's going to try to...
He'll be with them soon.
He will. He'll be sent straight to them. Look, damage done on Cupid and VALORANT, but the first challenges from CNET locking in and in-zone flawless. Pacific, we're 4
they might struggle now, though. No
ults
for a little bit.
4 in the lead. Remarkable.
Yeah, it seems like everything they're doing is paying off. The risks, the fakes, the individual plays.
Oh,
sure.
Okay. I've been teased. I see.
Yeah, sure, 7 has been the mantle behind it, but everybody's had their moments thus far. And for BBL, I think as many, they will have come into this game expecting to dominate. Definitely confident, but it's now starting to fall apart. Now a 6-6 scoreline wouldn't be bad for them whatsoever, other than the method in which they got there. However, the way that Pacific have been winning these rounds, and well, you could see the reaction.
He got wrecked. Got wrecked. They salvoed where he's doing his...
He has been insane.
That was really nicely done as well.
Bro, that was incredible, and then they spammed him.
Contact towards A main, knowing that that's a spot that BBL are looking to fight for, and knowing that LaRock's
that was so sick.
Just around the corner that you can salvo as
Does his refract from here, jumps out, maybe heard the jump. I don't know what the actual cue was for it. Needs to salvo. You do a jump peek to make sure he goes back, and he goes back into a salvo. He's 7 HP, runs back, and then they just one duel him.
To extend that lead 7-4 as they move through mid.
I want to say they spammed him as well. I didn't fully see it, but. Oh boy.
Rose will kick things off. A lot of pressure from utility. The spans, got to be careful. There's another player around the corner. Kreven with 1, Loiter another. 7 trying his best to trade him a wall forward. The push through the smoke. Well, it now leaves just 1 standing.
30 seconds.
VALORANT caught and even a wrap around behind him. Not really anywhere left for him to go other than to try and fight them for the spike. It's not like the economy is in any way, shape, or form a worry for Pacific in the next round, so he's got to try and go for this, but at this point, the clock's already gone.
10 seconds
I guess
left.
he was maybe expecting someone to try and rotate, but it really doesn't matter anymore. It's all about damage. Is he going to take anything away? To be honest, I'm waiting to see if he ever goes for a fight. Taking the spike at this point is a little bit pointless.
Well,
they got so much money, it doesn't matter so much. This is a great first kill though. Damn, ready for him to go out. Oh, that was a good call from them. That's nice. It's a shame about the rest of it with no A pressure. Yeah, dude, he's having a rough time, man. You could see he's getting angry. Tech pause? Wait, they missed the part where he actually smashed up the monitor?
Pacific, like I say, I feel like they've had really good rounds.
He wanted
to. It's hard to think about this half without all your thoughts.
It just cuts to the widescreen, the monitor's just on the floor.
Again, he was great in the previous map, but there's been so many that moment inside the smoke is lurking KO on the A site. That was magical, man. And the thing is, the second I see him in the smoke, with the game he's been having today, you just know he's gonna make something out of this.
Hey, you know what it is? It's probably he played in the Americas Ascension.
They're in the town.
You watch the other regions Ascension, he probably doesn't know who he's up against. Just you know, just another day at the office. Who are these guys? Oh, they played on our org last year. Well, I'm here now.
Seeing it stuff, it's hard, man, because he's solo Waylay. Like a solo Waylay, you're pretty much not gonna have too much success. Especially like as super drilled as maybe 100 Thieves are. I would say they set up Timo really well. But a lot of the times, yeah, you're a little wrecked. You're kind of just going into either going in to make space and then get out of there, or you're going in to die, really.
And I think that like CNED's always been quite passive in the way he is,
especially with his pathing at the moment.
So
even when they did the A hit, he's got that smoke over towards heaven. It might have been because Cupid got killed by someone sitting in the smoke earlier, but he's like going left side of the smoke. Bowl Noodle, thanks so much for the 5, man. Appreciate the 5 gifted. You get it working today? Yeah, we did, right? Thank you so much. There he is. Bowl Noodle, appreciate you, dude. Thank you for doing that, mate. Thank you so much. When does APAC start? Tomorrow, man. And the tier 1 as well. Appreciate the 26 months.
I think as an import goes, it's so far so good. He's looked fantastic.
I don't know if I read that correctly, but was there taunting on one side of the stage? Did I see 7 fingers being held up and then a...
Tobley as well, thanks so much for the Prime, man. Appreciate the 3 months.
I think they might have been talking to 7. A little sign language across the stage. We'll find out maybe a little later on. But yeah, a little technical break. It wouldn't be EMEA without them, would it? And I think for BBL, a chance to equalize on this. They've been slow.
BBL struggled against the double smokes? No, not really. I think they should be okay on the tank. They got double send.
I think we had a change up on Breeze
for double dive.
Second half, but with the
mediocre bot with the Prime. Appreciate the 15 months. Thank you for that as well, bro.
More entropy than what we'll expect elsewhere.
He's the best Waylay so far in VCT. Honestly, it's probably Hyunmin, but Timo is up there from what I've seen. Give Timo like a couple more games for me to see it, and I think he might be the one.
A couple of rounds that have really put the wind back in their sails. But for Pacific, then they have
GG Wake Up, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 25 months as well. Crazy comment from you, not reading that one out. Appreciate you. Thank you. Neon a day as well. Thank you so much for the Prime as well. Thank you for the whole year. Thank you.
We saw them attempting stuff like in the last map where he'd run into a snake bite in a 3v5. But that's the thing. It feels like the good thing for Pacific players, and again, you can make comparisons to
Hyunmin's ults. Yeah, Hyunmin's ults are horrendous. But everything else is pretty good.
Expectations of this squad are low. Like it's not like they've come in and spent the most money, or they've come in and they've got that team that won Ascension. They don't have either of those things. They've had to build everything from scratch while being the Ascension team. That's a very
Brad, mate, ain't to do. Mate, Brad, you can't wear it for that, surely.
Okay, they're going to be at the bottom. And even if you're not,
my APAC pick comes out, I was going to do it after this.
So you come into this game
be out
versus a squad where
like
all of the
30 minutes to an hour after the games today.
Taking L's to to the Pacific team
Benong
of
as well.
last
Appreciate
year,
the tier
all
1,
the
mate.
way
Thank you
through
for the support,
game,
bro.
and probably
Appreciate you
the
doing
year
that.
before that as well. Like anytime you played them, you got wrecked. So you're going in against a team maybe you didn't expect to beat, and you're going into a game where everybody expects you to lose. So you can just have fun. You can take risks. You can play comps that are a little bit weird.
You bumped into Mini at the
And your
airport
opponent has to
today?
try and
Oh,
deal
I'm
with
sorry
that. I
about
think
that,
they're
man.
doing all of that excellently.
Well,
Dude,
that's
what a play
hell
that
of a
is.
reveal, but not much to come off the back of it. Lovers Rock going deep, but he keeps on going. Another
Dude, there's so many numbers here, though.
trying to push him out of position, but LaRock comes in to help
Dude,
CNET
CNET did
from the
great on
window.
this one.
Finally puts an end to that madness. And the advantage back in the hands of Pacific with Krevin again on his own. A 1 versus 2 this time, a much more manageable issue. But the complete lack of information
plant.
goes both
It's,
ways. They don't
I mean,
know
the-
where he's coming
The
from.
HP's low,
He doesn't
but
know
in
where
theory,
they're
it's a
going.
very
Because
hard
they can have
1v2
an
with this
educated
plant.
guess. They're so deep already.
X-Tray, thank you so much for the prime as well. Appreciate the 6 months.
Fully within the A site. Buying now, they would
Is
have
Mini gonna be
spotted
based in
some
Seoul?
things
No,
in
he's
Seoul
only
towards
like
the spawn. That's
advisor
why they're wrapping
coach.
around heaven.
He's only
Because there's only
he's honestly
really
just
one
doing
place now
like
that he can
a
think
set
of
amount of
from on
hours
that
per
flank.
week and just
And
gives
he's
them
always been
notes.
on the wrong side of the
Like
map, the wrong
he's
place
here
at
on the
wrong
bro
time,
customer.
unfortunately for Krevin, and it seems like that's the case once again. They
Just
were a little
sticking
bit low,
together
a
on
little
this
bit
one. They kind of
tagged.
knew where he
It
was
seemed
after they
like there
cleared
was some
spawn.
hope, but they eventually figured out where he was. I'm on 7. He's gonna have to up
Dude,
the
what
number in his
a
name.
great comeback
16
considering they
kills
were
in the
like
first
what
half.
4-0 down at the
Very
beginning.
impressive.
Yeah, matching up pound for pound with what Rose was able to do in the previous.
Damn, you can
There's
spam
been a
that from
different
that
hero every
deep.
map, more or less every half. And perhaps it'll be the same as we go into half number 2 of Abyss Pacific on a win streak. Let's see how far they can take it.
7-5. No, this comeback was really good from them.
Alberto was looking for you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, you better get that
Okay,
quick.
I'll go check.
How's Cupid doing? Not too bad, man. Only one bad whiff on the breeze. The calling's been pretty nice. He had a great round earlier.
Tom Biz. You've had your fun. It's my turn.
Seven's been the one, man. Seven's been really good. 7 and Valorant, the standouts at the moment. Feel a little bit bad for CNED, but I think his pathing could be better or safer, I should say. Kind of think the setup could be a little bit better as well, but that's also his job on attack, so it is what it is. Corgi, appreciate the tier 1. Thank you for the 10 months. Nah, I saw it earlier. Seven, dude, he's playing great. He's playing great. He's bailed them out a fair amount of times.
7-5 at the halftime after a blowout first 4 rounds for BBL. Pacific have not only caught up, but they've taken the lead coming into half number 2. It's their map pick, and now it's time to see them on the defense. 7, the man that drew a lot of our eyes, but you gotta look at CNET. We expect so much from this guy. And looking back, well, at most played agents, it just looks wrong, doesn't it, Tom?
Yeah, this was last year where there was a role that needed to be filled on foot, and although he's always been
Most
known
played
for that
agents,
duelist,
Omen and
he
Yori.
filled in pretty well. Like those stats were not bad.
And I
for
still think he
someone
would be a
playing
great
Omen,
Yori,
It
but
didn't feel like it was the right fit for him or for the team. Now, coming into this roster, back to the primary duelist, back to what made him famous, back to what made him one of the most, well, prolific players in all of Valorant back in 2021. We are now looking
Pistols
at
the
scene
moment,
and
2-1.
we're hoping that he'll come back to that once again. In the first half, he was decent, but he wasn't the man that was taking over.
Well, side control already taken. Lovers
He peeked
Rock
into
is in
this
there,
one.
and it looks like Pacific will back out.
Damn, this
Pacific
timing's
got
real
control of
nice
the
though.
flank
Camera
coming through. Could
spots
be
him.
massive, but they're
Oh boy.
waiting all the while for CNET to go walkabouts. Huge play from BBL. They faked that B site beautifully. Where Pacific now are scrambling. They don't know where it's coming in.
We call that spot Boaster, right? Back on those stairs all the way in the spawn. I think he's played that one a few times. Yeah. His little lurk spot, but yeah, that's worked out wonderfully. Making a gap. A site very open, but they are pushing back towards B once again. It's the pump fake. going back into the same position once more, and it's something the Pacific have read pretty well. They've spotted out exactly where one of them is, but they haven't managed to deal with Seven again.
Ooh,
Looking
he
to
got
take over the
double on
trades
that
back
shot.
from VALORANT.
He got
Even
double
better,
on that
from
shot.
a deficit to an advantage in a matter of seconds. Look where the spike is. It now needs to be
30
retrieved.
seconds left.
Cubert's wrapped around the window as well. Their eyes going to be drawn by him as VALORANT comes back in for more. Low HP on the rock.
Very nice, man.
To close
They
it
had
out.
great little 1-2s
Nicely
there.
done. Great distraction from Cupid.
Every single map so far, 1-1 on the
phenomenal
pistols.
shots from VALORANT across the board.
As I said, like, I think this defensive side is normally where you expect
dude,
to see
the
that
easy
where
ones.
really had the impact. Like, much
Got
more
three
into his
freebies
almost
there, to be
classic
honest.
sentinel role. You got utility to try and delay them, and then just that pure raw aim that we've seen from VALORANT for a long time in the tier 2. There was a reason he was on Focus and Mouse and even Heretics back in the day. Very different looking Heretics roster to the one you see now, but he has been around the block, that's for sure. And for a quote-unquote tier 2 player, that he's always been talked about in the sense of being here.
Yeah. And when it comes to, said he's been around the block. When it comes
Three
to
pass
buzz
and stack
around
on
his name,
site.
you know, he used to have a
Alva's
little.
ready to go.
Now he's got a lot. See how much he can really do at this level over the next
He
few
ate that
months.
flash and still managed to
Easy
pop him.
round presented to Pacific. And they make it look easy. And in
It's a
zone
nice round, man. They only
found
took
against the Pistols,
took one
as
bullet,
it
right?
should be. Everything going to plan. And for Pacific, with a 4-round lead now, after last map, after the start to this one, they've got to be feeling like this game is already theirs.
Well, yeah, winning 9 of the last 10 rounds, it really does paint a bleak picture for the side of BBL. Already. They walked out with their opponent's trophy. They're now looking to try and walk out what many thought was the opponent's win. An escape plan of sorts for...
Yeah, I mean, he got out of that. Nice idea.
Bonus round definitely has some legs.
What
to it, a
people
few
do on
rifles in the
other
mix, along with the
maps.
SMG.
Flash over
Maybe
the top
not
of an
man
Omen
I'd put the
TP.
SMG on,
BBL
but
would take that though. Got an
I
Omen
wonder if
flash out of
maybe
him.
there's a sheriff or something for Seven to back it up, because he's been so clean with it. But you also just have to talk about, will BBL now be feeling the pressure?
Drone from far back
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we saw them
really
on the previous map slow down, but
sells that they're
then
not
walking
in this
towards the
corner,
end,
to be honest.
once the pressure really started to mount up, whether
Yeah.
that's the case here or not, really
And
comes
honestly,
down
if
to this
CNED
round.
takes a bit
Pacific
of a
will
risk,
have
which he
so
kind of
much
can
runway
because
to
it's a
work with
bonus round.
if they take this across the line.
Oh, I was going to say, he
He's
might be
already
able to push
started
far
out with a
behind.
tag on the road.
Take
He's
over
down to
towards B
77.
does cause a big rotate, and they've
The
been
B
wrecked
side
by it again.
overrun. The A
Similar,
side
similar
falls.
to the pistol,
Cuper's being dropped
overreaction
by
over towards middle.
what could be a lurk.
Got wrecked in the
From
1v1.
Pacific's
But
perspective,
they
have
hold their
no
stack over
idea
towards B
if that's
because
the
he's got
case.
the space,
They're
and here
making
comes
the right
Spike.
gamble. Moving towards this B site. Oh, the refract! It drew LaRock's attention away. VALORANT is able to drop the second man. Not
Oh,
expected.
dude, they still thought they were
The
going
same can
A.
be said on the side of BBL as they're able to get the plant in now in a 4v3.
Spike
Managed to
planted.
get ahead of a few things, but it's the player in the window that could be a problem. CNED, he's not quite able to bypass.
Nice shot.
Lovers Rock, a nice shot though from Ninja. He wanted to take the long-range battle with the pistol instead of the sniper. An interesting choice, but it has worked
Wait, that was
out.
good.
This is where the Stinger kind of...
Oh, my guy.
Sorry? Slaps?
Slaps, yeah. No, I wasn't going to say sucks. I don't know how that's worked, but hey, he'll take it all day long. This is starting to get a little bit dangerous.
Dude, I
It
thought he
is
might have him.
only 7 remaining, but
15
only
bullets.
7 has been enough for quite a few rounds. Even just as a bonus, a chance to make this costly. A rifle.
Yeah. It's a
retrieved.
good play
He's
from
just
him.
looking for the exits now. Looking to try and do some real damage.
Real
and
good damage.
he will do. It's a round for BBL.
It's a
but
costly round, man.
very, very costly one.
Yeah, look, when the guy is 20 and 9 on the other side, pops off like that, punishes you, makes you lose every weapon you came into the round with, where you're talking about how many you can carry through. I think it's a round win, but it doesn't necessarily feel like one.
No.
As now the pressure is on.
Of course you are gonna make them die, bro. Of course you are gonna let them.
CNED's hyping him up, Seven's looking good, and now a chance for Pacific. If they
CNED's
win this,
loving it as well.
That's when
Gets
you know you're
that,
doing well.
gets the outlaw out.
winning this now means that
Not expecting
BBL
them
will
to
have
go for
no
this.
money. So this is almost a worst case scenario for BBL if they can't connect the 2 victories in a row.
Honestly, a lot of teams wouldn't buy here. They would go for pistols. They would go for
Arion,
something
thank you so much
like
for the prime.
risky
Appreciate
or
the 14
aggressive
mums.
in terms of like maybe you dive in with SMG because this really is a damning position to try and come back from it.
Damn,
It'll be
ball
a
play,
full
man. He's really
reset
feeling
of
it.
your
Hey, that's
economy.
nice though. Knife hit him. Got to see all the util.
So this really is a all or nothing feeling, and it kind of does feel like what this game has been like. BBL trying to
The
break
smoke
out
deep.
of the cycle,
That's pretty
which
cool,
is the
man. If people are
Pacific win
defaulting your
streak.
cypher like
And
this.
they are close to some things that could help out. I think especially for Rose, an orb, a plant, a pick
Christopher,
will
thank you
give
so
him
much
that
as well,
Hunter's
man.
Fury,
Appreciate the
which has
prime.
already swayed a lot of rounds in retakes.
That is
Beautiful
a
opening.
huge
With
crouch, by the
CNED
way.
down. Man advantage now for BBL. The few bits of weaknesses here or there stop mattering as much. And if they can group, take control, and get that Hunter's Fury post plant, this round might already be over. Pacific, they've gambled.
Bait, though.
They've gotten up close and out.
Oh, dude, what a swing.
Huge wide swing. This should be done.
Dude, lovely flash.
And with LaRock's triple, I think that should
That was a
cement it.
great swing.
Yeah, we're kind of back to where we were at the beginning of the map. LaRock just
For
finding
God's
triple
sake,
kill.
thank you, Anon,
It's
whoever you are.
feeling a little bit more like the foot was in
Appreciate
their
the
game versus
gifted.
mates, though. You're very, very reliant on those
Won't be saying that one.
popping off, and if not, well, it does just feel like the game falls apart. But that's the lifeline. That's exactly what BBL needed. A huge individual
let's talk about
round
money for a
from
little bit.
LaRock.
2-4
the guy
loss
that has been
bonus.
promised for the tier 1 for a couple of years now.
1,000 for survive and
Showing
so not
exactly
gonna be.
why.
I mean, this is a
But it's
gun.
not too damning for
These
Pacific. I
two-
do think like an
Yeah, they're
unfortunate
probably
position,
forced, and then
especially when you
Valorant
have
takes
that
a hit, or maybe
outlaw and player
Cupid
middle.
gives him his
Kind of
gun. We'll see.
expected a little bit more from Cena, but sometimes someone runs at you and domes you. There's not too much you can do about that.
There.
And then I think unfortunate timing. The players pushing on main, a little bit whiffy from Valorant, which is
Uh-oh.
something I've said throughout this game so far.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
I'll give you this though, you know, from his perspective.
Yeah,
hide in that
sometimes you just
corner,
gotta give him the
doesn't think he's
freebies.
been seen, and then Loida wide swings him by about 3 kilometers. I think that's an understandable surprise element for him to have to face off against. And indeed, now here's Lovers Rock, 19 years old, and a Michael Jordan fan. You can talk to him about that.
Yeah, no, I definitely. Oh, you can. You know,
you can
you're
ask him
such
about
a.
Scotty
Go on.
Pimpin'.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Moving
Jesus.
swiftly on. Yeah. That is not his name. Definitely not his name. Anyway, yeah, he's someone that, again, I said it earlier in the series, but I think Lovers Rock is almost criminally underrated because of the comparisons we've had to him. Like, he was the guy who had to come in and replace Comeback, and from speaking to Rose, the differences between the players is, okay, if you were to put someone in a 1 versus 1 aim fight, you probably won't Comeback in there, but if you want someone as a teammate, that's where you want Lovers Rock. Like, he is someone who is very vocal, always going to be trying to like input into the team, and also they're happy to just almost not be the star, like as a duelist. Like he'll get the kill, get out.
Sport
He's
a
not
U
the guy
type
who
as
wants
well.
to stick around and try and fight everybody, which is definitely what Comeback will do. But succeed, that's why he does it. But he's a very different Turkish
EMD,
duelist, so
hello, mate.
someone I'm very excited to have
Coming to watch
in
your
the
boy.
league going into this year. And well, if they end up playing against
Bro, he's playing
Heretics,
so
I'm
well.
sure sparks will fly in that one.
He's been
Two-round
having
gap.
some mad rounds.
BBL, 2 in a row. A big performance.
I need a drop.
It could have been a very shaky start to this second half, and it very well could have been Pearl set up already, but instead, here we are, round 17, attack side for BBL.
We said they would have to take the hit. The hit is just, I mean, it's not bad at all, man. Regen armor bulldog.
This is either,
It's a big round,
you can use
right?
either of those to get into a site or in a
sorry, these two
post
could
plant.
actually
a lot
buy.
of opportunity.
Big round for
For
these.
Pacific, they've at least got their orbital strike. Finding I feel like it'll be more situational on that defensive side to find a high value place to use it.
Yeah, the thing that worries me a little bit is obviously Pacific's comp revolves around, you get a lot of
Hey,
information.
nice though.
You have the drone, you have the knife, you have
Spammed
the
through the wall to break
constant
that cam.
ability to reaggress.
Pressure over towards middle. Know that mid's clear. Instant group over towards the sides.
But the double dive can sometimes negate all of that because you can just all in at any moment, and that's exactly what this is here. 3 players in the right place at the right time for Pacific. The trades already coming back, but that's okay. Pacific already have the man advantage.
Hey, CNED
Just
think
not
a back
on the
site.
site. They need to wait for the cavalry to arrive. CNED trying to play defensively. Ninja to hit with the incredible will take down both. Now that advantage goes back the other way. 7 desperately trying to get in there quickly. Don't allow them to have those post-plant positions, and he's being revealed, but he doesn't care. Still just W-keying it towards the site.
Oh, Hunter's Fury got outside the range
Oh,
of the knife.
missed.
Orbital strike will be sent through to try to punish, but no
Ooh.
players ruled out by that.
Damn, really on top of that. He must have heard him early.
He's on the site. That's huge.
Oh, I can get half.
Denying the defuse. And VALORANT being found in the open. But the clock here could be
Whoa.
as big. Extended with Rose
Oh
dropped
boy,
so quickly,
that's
though.
kind of impressive from VALORANT. I guess he heard him early, held for the luck over towards here as well, and then the plant being bad meant that he had to go out into the open, and he just thought he was already gonna try and stick over towards the spike.
In those late round scenarios,
He was very calm here.
Maybe if that was a miscom, because Rose just walked straight out into the open. I can only assume that
I mean,
he thought the guy
he
was
thought he
already
was running to the
outside,
spike, no
and
doubt.
because of his position, he would have had to run all the way around. So he was thinking, okay, I need to cross here. But that, yeah.
The Sova, yeah, the Sova ult did come from here as well. So Sova ult was like from here, right? So
It definitely seemed like
I would imagine if the comms were good.
Weird, from our point of view.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the frustration from Rose.
Okay.
Hunter's Fury
Oh,
was
an
put
extra
in the
person
last
that can't buy
round, so
next.
now we're back to just the
Dude, they
convergence
forced
path.
into this, by the way. This is
But a hell of an ultimate
big round.
it can be.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah, I mean, he has been getting here for free. This time they pop ult insta, and it's just going to be a 5v5 retake. Look at the KO ult for this one.
He's gone inside the smoke. The flash could come out at any moment, but he backs off. Moving instead to the site. Post plant will be from main. They're ready for Pacific. And come knocking on that door any moment with the null command already in. Here it comes. Great flash! The Rock's still able to get one though, making this costly in the way through.
Yeah, he got that res as well.
Right back into the game as well.
Big flash for CNED swing.
As Loida surrounded
They
now,
did
but
their
he's got a
smoke
teammate
too
with him.
deep, so they
Oversmoke
can't see from
holds on,
heaven.
gets that gate crash out of there right as
Big
Cupid
smoke on
arrives,
spike here.
and the time continues to tick. The defenders
Damn,
needing
nice
to
shot.
get on that, and now
Hold the
inside
gun
the
for it.
smoke, it's underway. Rose needs to land a miracle shot through the smoke.
Very,
and he's
very
too
nice
late
round
to
from
the
these
party.
two, man.
Yeah,
Damn, good
really
retake in the
love
end.
the
The only thing was
flash
like a little bit
back
off
in
was the
that
brim
retake. They were
smoke.
so
Keeper did great, man. A
with
lot of good trades there.
everything. Like forced out of the site in the early take. That was what
Man, 7 is
CDL wanted. They wanted
insanely
post plant. They
reliable.
wanted post plant with space. But the second you see that rush back through before they can get into positions, it just becomes impossible for them to find anything. The hold not good enough, but it was mainly just the disruptive nature of that retake. And you can see Key looked very
Yeah,
frustrated.
and they all in this
after
as
the
well.
last
This is going to be
round.
eco.
I think this pause might have been queued up already.
I think it's pretty safe to say at this stage.
What are they on? 2 losses in a row, right? 2-4 loss bonus. I saw a couple of them had like 800. They might force it again, but
you don't want to set the expectations
He's
too high.
never said that someone, maybe even a team, would be really good and then they were awful all season for, what, 3 years in a row?
Yeah, we won't say who.
No, no.
But Uli, you know who they are.
You can make it okay.
Things did not go swimmingly.
No.
They
That's
were
funny,
a little
bro.
fish in a big pond, so to speak.
as soon as this called a random stray, man, he's just calmly watching the game, and then someone says, "I thought 7 would replace Asner and 100 Thieves." If damn, he doubled down as well. He said, "If that happened, 100 Thieves would have been insane." That's crazy,
and he's
bro.
bringing up the rest of the team as well.
He just hit him with the question mark. My
guy
guy's just trying to enjoy the game, man. Stop flaming players.
We usually see him as a cool, calm, collected guy.
Jesus.
I remember the old meme. It was like CNED when he dies, CNED when he opens the round, CNED when he clutches. Just the same picture.
Well, the good thing as well is he's doing that. Like
God.
CNED is hyped up while
Jesus
not performing,
Christ.
which was never
100
really
Thieves
the
look good,
case.
man.
No,
Chill out.
never.
If he was having a good game, yeah, maybe he cracks a smile. But when he's having a bad game, you would know about it. But in this case, it doesn't seem like he cares. The team's winning is good for CNED.
Big change up. BBL call a timeout. They can be focused on whatever their coach say, and then Pacific just walk down mid.
Big accolade early on. Deep aggression from Pacific as
Very
well.
nice on this
That's
one.
Cock revving
No
off guard.
overheat. Stimpack to get out as well.
Again, like I say, not
Creates
afraid
a
to
lot of
play
pressure
little
here. They
crazy
got to speed up on the
sometimes,
sides,
but
or
they've
it's
lost
a
CNED towards
rough
that A
duel.
side. Lovers Rock with a big pick and a gate crash to get right back to his team. It
Still
drags
though,
the
3
players
here.
Off of B, which has left Cupid isolated for a moment.
Ah, the
Look
hero,
away.
bro. This guy's a
7-0
hero.
time to
This guy's
save
a
the
hero,
game.
man. Look at him go. Holy, dude. What an absolute map he's having. My God, what a pickup, bro. What a pickup.
Look at him. He's losing his mind down there, and I'm not surprised. He looks like he's smurfing on the Tier 1 stage.
Yeah, 27 and 10. The
Saves his IGL, and then just pops everyone.
Over in America's Ascension. Well, one of the players from there is currently he's currently farming the team that won EMEA Ascension.
Dude, he's having the best time, man. He's actually having the best time.
Like, we always have this, when it's a clutch, always observe the one player. When Seven's about to take a fight, always observe him, because he's insane.
Yeah.
This is his easiest job of your life. Guys, crack.
Oh, he took a dink before he got the ult out of there.
Trying to put the
Nice
pressure
round.
on. That was almost a panic ult just to try and keep
Do like
himself
their
alive.
do like their ult ideas on this map has been pretty nice.
From anything I've seen in this second half, I don't believe. There's nothing that has made me think that BBL are going to be able to turn this around.
Free pass and stack.
Individual brilliance.
Flash goes out as well, just as the waylay go through. It got wrecked by it.
I don't think so. I don't think that's
Clear the
this
vision on this one. They might. The problem is they left middle early as well, so this is a bit of a question mark. This is a good cancel from BBL, as we can see.
Belief in this would be something else entirely.
Okay, does he now call them back?
But they've already got all the info.
Just got to tee it in.
Does he call them back? 45 seconds.
Even putting the drone through on mid just to be sure it's not a late play mid through A. Now they can rotate a little bit quicker.
Takes the 1v1. He then makes the play, and then the 3 walk over towards B. But they reconned at the same time, so the 3 can just stay here.
VALORANT waiting.
30 seconds left.
Nice shot from Cupid as well. This puts out
Oh,
under
boys.
pressure, but he still found one for his troubles. A decent trade from Rose. There's CNED as well. Just up from above, and the ultimate being put through to give him that additional space, taking the site back before they could even get the plant down.
Nice from CNED on this one. Dude, BBL really messed up that last round, holy. Dude, 4-0 down to 13-7. Respect. We did say they'd have good theory, that they could win at least a map here. This is a lot down to 7, being an absolute monster, but their ult theories were pretty good as well. Like their all rounds, they pretty much won all of them when they had ults.
For a reason. Map 3